see, there were 2 members from Louisiana and 2 members from Texas, and so they were going to call it the Latex Quartet, but that wasn't appropriate. Yeah, so we just sort of settled on the Four Hornsmen, and a lot of people, it's funny, a lot of people ask us, well, there's a girl in the group, why would you call yourself the Four Hornsmen? Well, Four Horns people sounds stupid.
Jerry acts like my big brother. I always thought of him as such, you know, he gives me a lot of grief. I've known Jerry since I was 12 or 13.
Audrey's now playing with a symphony orchestra down in Florida, so she's got to look at her schedule. And we each have our individual schedules, and it's just very hard sometimes to find a specific area of space on the calendar that is free for all of us.
Everybody has their own little role that they play in the rehearsals. Like Audrey sits at the back and generally doesn't say anything. Tony does his best to try to smooth it over, and every once in a while he'll put an idea out there and we'll all scoff at it and then move on.
Yeah, I joined pretty much right when I started my graduate degree, and I'm the most recent person to join. Some of these guys, you know, they've been playing together so many years, they had all this history. I didn't know all the inside jokes or all the little, you know, they're always kind of, you know, the banter that goes on in quartet. I didn't necessarily understand where everybody was coming from.
Paul's really intelligent and really funny, and I think he's way more deadpan than the other 2 guys. The other 2 guys are just really extroverted and silly all the time.
Every one of these guys I have a very unique relationship with. With Tony, it's kind of like a brotherhood. It's, you know, he's definitely part of the family. My kids call him Uncle T. He has seen every one of my children at the youngest. He wasn't at the birth, thank goodness. I don't need that. Well, Audrey's Audrey. There's no question about that. She's significantly better at it than I am, which is, I'm really jealous. I haven't been able to win a job yet, and she's already won 2. And she's half my age at least.
Yeah, I can't say it's never gotten a little bit tense, but I'd say most of the time in rehearsals it's pretty chill, and most people have a pretty thick skin. You kind of have to have a thick skin to try to be a professional horn player anyway.
Being in a horn quartet, the Four Hornsmen will never be rich and maybe famous one day, please, but never rich. And so we do this because we enjoy it. We take off of work because we enjoy it, and we get together because we enjoy it.
We're pretty fierce with each other, you know, in rehearsal. It's never like, can we try to tune that? It's like, dude, you're flat. You know, I've really grown close to all the guys, and it's been really fun. We've traveled, especially Jerry and I have traveled thousands and thousands of miles together, but all of us have traveled quite a bit.
I was really sheepish at first because they knew all of the music. They'd been playing it for 7 years before I got there. Having worked on my low range more and more over the years, and now playing jobs that require me to be a low horn player, I just feel more confident in the group.
The great thing about being in a quartet, especially with these guys, is they keep you humble all the time. There are no stars in the group, although these guys will probably tell you that they think I think that I'm the star or whatever.
So say you're in a situation where 3 of the Four Hornsmen can be saved on a life raft, including yourself. Which 3 would you choose?
That's ridiculous.
I'd put the 3 of them in the raft. I'm a big boy, I can take care of myself if need be.
I would save the other 3.
Do you think they'd save you?
Okay, I have thought about this, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it. It's an interesting question. First, I wanted to say I would leave Jerry off because he is the oldest and has had the most time to live a good life, and basically I think it would be unfair for me to die because I'm 23 and he's 35. He's had 12 years. But then I started feeling guilty because he has kids.
What advice would you pass on to struggling horn quartets out there?
Quit now?